M0FXB, welcome back to my SVX Link learning videos. I've got myself a Raspberry Pi 4 and an SD card, which is 64 GB. So I'm going to have a go at loading the SVX Link system on it to see if I can view the dashboard, which looks like this. Okay, now I have registered in two places. One is here, which is the SVX Link user registration, and you need it if you're going to use it. It gave me and emailed me a sort of activation authorization code, so I've got that. And the other place I registered is here, which is the portal.svxlink, and so I've got my username there as well. I've been watching the videos by G4NAB. So all these links are in the description. There's G4NAB there. Thank you very much. And I'm brand new to this, so I'm just sort of learning as I go along. I'm sharing links and videos as I learn. So you may want to study, and see what SVX Link is all about. It says here, advanced repeater controller and Echolink software for the Linux, including a GUI, QTEL, the Qt Echolink client. So I mean, there's so much to learn here. It might be your thing. And a CM108 sound card can be used with a Raspberry Pi. That's quite a simple way of doing it, but you do need to modify the sound card. And then you can see I've got several Raspberry Pis here. Mine is a 4. So we're going to use Raspbian, or Raspberry Pi Imager, that looks like this, to start loading it up. I'll go along and I'm learning gradually. I'm watching the video by G4NAB, who has provided all the links and all the commands. I'm listening to Airband in the background, as you can hear, on my new Bofang UV32, which works really well, surprisingly well. So anyway, let's get on to the Raspberry Pi. So first thing you'll do is format yourself an SD card. Use an adapter. I use the SAB-RENT adapter because I like it, because it just always works. So I've got a SD card that I've completely formatted. And please remember, I'm not teaching, I'm doing it, you're watching. So please don't send me messages saying you don't know what you're doing. The first thing we'll do is choose device, and we're going to choose the one here that says no filtering. Then choose operating system, and we're going to choose Raspberry Pi OS Other. Click that. We're going to choose Bookworm with no desktop environment. I've chose 64-bit. Then we're going to choose storage. Find our SD card that's in the PC. Click that. Go next. And then we are going to edit the settings here. Edit. Let's have a look here. The LAN won't really change, but the username, I'm going to copy what G4NAB. So we're going to use the username as Pi. We're going to set my other username for this is my broadband router, is the same as home here. And I've set it Pi here as well. So when we log into it later, it'll be Pi and whatever password that you've decided to put in. And that's what we've done. And then in services, we've selected enable SSH, use password. And in options, I've ticked all the boxes here. And then we're going to go save. So then you get the option to save. So you just go yes. Would you like to apply? You go yes. And it's set to give you the warning that it's going to wipe everything and you're going to lose everything. You just go yes, and then it writes it. When it reboots, we'll be looking for the IP address of my Raspberry Pi, which will be on the same network that I put in my username and password for my broadband router. So you'll be looking for the same network. You could use something like Advanced IP Scanner to scan your network, or maybe you could log into your broadband router, but you need to find that IP address. And we'll just give it a minute while it writes. You can use this Raspberry Pi Imager for loading images for many other applications as well. And of course, once it has completed, you need to get the SD card, put it into your Raspberry Pi, into the SD card slot, which is just here. and boot it up with a sufficient power supply. Now the CM108, I haven't got it yet, but when it does come, it just plugs into the USB, and that's this device you can see here on the bottom left, after it's been adapted. Okay, possible you can use it when it's pre-adapted. I'm not sure, more to learn on that. I have actually got a headset here that has got a CM108 built into the headset, so you never know, I might be able to do it that way. It's a USB headset, and when you plug it into the Raspberry Pi, it thinks it's got a CM108 all configured, and I've tested it with All-Star and it works great. Okay, we get the warning and it's just saying it's done, so I'm going to grab it and plug it in. So there it goes, and we shall plug it in. It goes in one way round. Okay, that's in, and then we'll get some power, which we've got here, plug it into the power supply. I'm trying to make sure you can see what I do. I don't really know why, because you know what I'm doing, but let's just do it. Okay, plugging it in, and it starts to flash. If you can see, it's flashing away, and when it logs in, you'll be patient, it will log in. Eventually you'll see it show up in your browser, and we'll be able to put that IP address into our PC. This is an advanced IP scanner. It's a free download, and it just scans your network, and look, they all show up, and you'll be looking for the appropriate name. So I use my own sort of router, and if you look here, an IP address has appeared, 192.168.0.6, and I'm going to tell it not to change that by just going into my router and telling it to always use that number when this device is in use. Okay, let's try. I'm going to use PuTTY to go in. So go 192.168.0.106. I'll leave it as 22, and hopefully if I click open, it should take us into where we need to be. And you get this little window here. I'm just going to accept and then log in with the same username and password that we set right at the beginning when we were using Raspbian. It was Pi, and then you hit enter. You need to make sure you always click on your black box, otherwise it doesn't know you're typing. Then we're going to put the password in. And that's it. We're going to log in. Let's start putting in the commands that Chris was telling us in his YouTube video, which of course is linked in the description. So the next command is sudo space apt space update space and sudo apt upgrade space flat line and a Y. Thanks to Chris again, and we're going to go enter and let's see if it does it. It says working. So let it do its thing. And I am following G4NAB's, process step by step here. The only thing I haven't got is a CM108, but I have got a fully made All-Star node. But if we just get it to the point where I can just see a dashboard, at least the installation process is that you can see how I did it. And I'm a newbie. I'm not an experienced Linux person. And that's what I like. That's the main reason I do this, is because I'm like, I want people who literally do not know how to use Linux to be able to do this. And because SVX Link is a growing platform and it's going to be used. The next command is sudo apt install git. Just to be clear, it's sudo space apt space install space git space flatline Y, then hit enter. So now we type sudo git, sudo space git space clone space https semicolon 2 forward slashes github.com/f5vmr, so foxtrot number 5 Victor Michael Romeo / SVX Link Builder. Okay, and once you get to that, then hit enter. And something is happening. So let's just wait while it does that. Well, that was very quick. Now we put in the pre-install command for SVX Link. So it's // then I've written this down. SVX Link Builder. And if Chris wants to message me and help me, please do. And I've got lots of nodes here and CM108s. Pre-install, and then it's .sh. So there are more steps, but this is the pre-install. We're going to hit enter. Ooh, we are now here. It says operating system is Bookworm and the user is Pi, which is me. Excellent. So we're going to OK that. I just want you to know that I'm going to put this link in, SVX Link user registration, because it gives you your authorization code that I feel you're going to need. So that link will be there. It's this green writing in the background. So anyway, we're going to click OK. Right, so just going to enter. So we didn't click OK. We hit enter on my keyboard, just to be clear. And then it's running a lot of stuff here. I'll leave it running because I think it's interesting to see it. And if you understand Linux, all of this is going to mean something to you. Right. Okay. No, still going. Wow. Maybe I will pause it. It looks like it's going to take a while. Okay. It's getting near the end. Right. And then it's rebooted, and that's why you suddenly got that message, to say, where am I? Because it's rebooting. Okay, and then I just quickly put the IP address in and look, okay? It's come to this and it says here, it works. This is the default welcome page. So I'm now going to put in, because this is the pre-install, I'm now going to put in the install command. So I need to log back into PuTTY. Actually, the window's still open, so I might be able to just type it in. It's the same as the command before, but without the words pre. It is making me log in again, but we'll just quickly do that. And this is why I told it to keep using the same IP address, so it's just easier. Like so, and then you log in with the same username and password. So Pi, and then the password. And then we're going to put in that command // Link Builder /install.sh. Let's make sure, let's go enter and see if that works. Yeah, it gets us back to the config page, let's call it. And it says English, so I'll say yes. Looks like you might have to navigate to the OK thing there. Just make sure you click it, otherwise it won't click OK. Welcome to the world of SVX Link. Thank you. Thank you. Teach me lots. I love tinkering. We are now about to configure SV Link to the specifications, provided they will replace those held in the SVX Link default configuration. To change them in the future, you can do so in the web dashboard. That's handy. The first change will be to the USB sound card. So unfortunately, I haven't got one, so I'm just going to choose one at random. Then further changes will be to the SV Link configuration. At the end of the configuration, you can access the web dashboard. The fixed IP will be provided shortly. Okay, great. Do you have an SA818 device? That's a little radio board. I wonder if someone can email me and let me know where I can buy one, because I would like to tinker with one, but I have not got one. So it's an actual radio board, so that then you can grab a radio and the Raspberry Pi and the radio board will work together on a frequency that you set, and you can just walk around your house with a radio board. But I have not got one, so I'm going to put no. Now it says here fully modified for transmit and receive, fully modified for transmit only, or unmodified. Use the GPIO. Is that the pins? So fully modified for transmit only. I'm going to choose the one that Chris chose, because he said that he was going to be using a CM108 for his configuration, which is I think what I'm going to do. So we'll just go down one and then enter. Okay. So I think I'm going to choose simplex node with SVX reflector. That's what I'm going to choose, and go enter. Then enter the call sign. So I'm going to put M0FXB and then go OK. Make sure I have typed that correctly. Enter. So it's adding my call sign into all the settings etc. Right. Okay. I'm going to leave the username at the moment as SVX Link, but I think it's recommended that you change that. Enter your dashboard password. Then it wants a password, which I've just put in for my dashboard. Click enter. Dashboard installed, and it is still giving me the 192.168.06. So click OK. So now the key. Now I did manage to get my reflector key by registering on this page, and the link is in the description, so do that, and it gives you the key straight away. I also noticed you've got a link here to the SVX Link sort of portal, so click that, and there's another one there. Massive thanks to the Yorkshire Sierra Victor X-Ray team for their work as well. I've pasted my key in there. I'm going to go enter. Will it let me go enter? Let me just click it and then go enter. You have select node type simplex. I'm going to go OK. Right, now this is quite important to set. Thing is, I'm not sure what my settings are going to be, so I'll leave it as high for now. But what happens if you set the wrong one, your radio, when you connect the radio device, it'll just go into permanent transmit, in my experience. So I'm just going to leave it there for now and just click OK. You can set GPIO pins. Again, I literally don't know, so I'm just going to go OK for now. I'm going to have to click OK, because at this point I don't know what to do. And that was just setting up the time. And then it does announce your, you in CW. And the recommended level to set by Chris is -12. So it's -12 dB lower than your voice, which is excellent. And then you've got the pitch setting, 650 Hertz recommended. So I'm going to go enter. 95 speed. Okay, click OK. We can set the notify the call sign. Let's go to 15 minutes. Go down, down, down. Enter. And then every hour, so we go down to long, they call it the long ident. Oops, it will give us our identification. There you go. Now we get the choice of a short voice ID. I think now we have a good here. Let's go. I'm going to do short voice. No, I'm going to do short CW. Oh, that's it. It's done now. Let's move straight on to Roger Beep. So I'm going to set a K in the Roger Beep, like so. Enter. So now I've got the do you wish to configure? So I'm just going to go yes. Now it wants choose which airports you can change them in the dashboard. Ooh. Okay. I like Bristol because it's very near me. That'll do for now. So I'm going to go down and set default as Bristol again, like so. You can always change this afterwards, can't you? Yeah, let's do SVXLink. Call sign, mine is M0FXB-L. And of course you need to log in as that, because you can log in as a link or as a normal user. So it's -L, you might have to log in as that. But anyway, just going to go enter. SVXLink password. You have to go to the SVXLink website for that and grab that on your L. So you need to get your SVXLink password, the one you use all the time when using the L. Get the password in there and just go enter. Enter your sysop name. So I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong, it's going to be Andreas. Okay, spelt it right. Click OK. Enter your output frequency. Oh, I'm going to put my node frequency 434.550. Location is Western Superman. Click OK. And it's done. Click OK, and it should take us, we put the right IP address into our dashboard now. So we put in our 192.168.0.106, and we are here. We have a dashboard. So we're not fully configured, but getting to this point for me is a success. It says SVX Link is not running at the moment, but very pleased that we've managed to get us to this point so far. So what I'm going to do now is click authorize up here and log in with my username and password. Submit. Fingers crossed we log in. Oh yeah, I remember now, it's SVX Link and then the password that I did. Authorized. Yay! That worked. Let's click SVX Link just here. We've got this. If you're familiar, this will mean something to you. And there you go. Module path logic card. Yeah, simplex. I think this is where we can change things. And it's a very easy way to change things, isn't it? When I start to actually try and use SVX Link. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there. I've got this headset here, and it's actually got a CM108 card built into it, and I know it works really well with a Raspberry Pi 3 when I'm using the All-Star system. So I think I'm going to have a play at getting that working, but not in this video. We'll just click around some of the obvious stuff here, and then we'll come back to this now. So look, SVX Link, you saw that earlier where you authorized. Let's go to authorize. You just put in your password, SVXLIN, and then my password. And this allows you to make changes. I need to get my password right. Like so, there you are, authorized. And then we just click through some of this stuff. Audio configuration there. Then you've got SVXLink configuration. Again, have a go at getting that working later. Voicemail, meta info, says here. Node info. So we've got all the tools we need now. Dashboard. And it's seeing my Pi there. Let's have a look. Nodes, talk groups. I see that it's just listing talk groups at the moment. If I click anything, what does that do? It says SVX is not running anyway. So if I click here, is that SVXLink? 91, I just click there. So I'll watch some more videos. Thanks to Chris. G4NAB. And what's this log? You have to authorize to look at your log. So I think that's enough for now. Thanks for watching. It's been a journey. It's all up and running. Well, it's to the point where at least I've got it now, all installed on my Pi 4. And now it's about configuring some items to actually work with it. I've got an all-star node. And how do I know? I might be able to plug this SD card into my all-star node. And because it's fully configured to work, who knows? I don't know. I literally don't know. But this is day one. So thanks for watching. Bye for now. 7-3. Thanks to Chris. Cheers then. Bye for now.